Welcome back to Bazaar. I'm Inko, and it's time for a showcase of why I always go Enchanted Start on Pig. He has so many econ options available to him that you really don't need the income start to get an incredibly strong economy. Pig without econ start has a stronger econ than every hero in the game other than maybe Mac on the income start, and even income Mac might be worse than non-income Pig. And then on top of that, Enchanted Item Start has so many things that can just give Pig a clear, powerful direction, where he has like maybe a dozen items where that item being enchanted with almost any enchant results in a strong early game. He has a lot of very massive hits that open completely new paths on how to play Pig that you would never get without Enchanted Start. And one of those crazy hits, maybe one of the craziest hits possible, is Shiny Yo-Yo, which is our starting enchant in this run. So obviously the run's completely insane. We're gonna do utterly deranged things by the end of this. This build gets so strong that at some point I completely mess up and break my own scaling and don't notice for multiple days because we're just that levels of powerful. Shiny Yo-Yo does truly insane things, especially with a lot of the new items that activate on other item activations or are charged off of adjacent toys. It's nuts. It's incredibly powerful. It's one of the funnier Pig runs I've had in a while, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. All right, new Pig run, new enchanted item. Let's see what we're doing. Well, yeah, there's other stuff here that could potentially be neat, but you don't have to tell me twice. Shiny Yo-Yo it is. And the whole reason we do enchanted starts is because you can just take the income here, and boom, it's basically an income start. I think the Shiny Yo-Yo might actually lose to Kyber Drone, but with the Shiny Yo-Yo, I would very much like Trained, because Shiny Yo-Yo Marbles Trained is just a build for the first like 3 or 4 days. That'll be good enough. Anyway, we're not killing this guy anytime soon, so I'll be editing forward to the Sandstorm. I'll also be taking a moment to remind you that you can sub to the channel for more daily Bazaar content just like this, you know, minus the Shiny Yo-Yo most of the time. And if you could drop a like on the video, it really does help it get more traction, help the channel grow, and I really do appreciate it. All right, what are we looking at? Eagle Talisman, womp womp. I mean, 5% crit on the Yo-Yo is obviously not bad. Very happy to get it. Hey. Well, still not doing anything, like that's the problem. I'm gonna take this piggy bank on the assumption that it will become money with the money tray. So, I just buy everything, don't I? Because I don't have a board yet, and I'm not going to have a board after the next hour. Sad times. Fastest items are Bandages, Steam Ladle, but yeah, we're not winning with this. Pip, what do you have? The regen scaling is neat, but I don't have regen. I'm gonna have to roll past that. Your weapons have 5% crit chance. I might be interested in Arms Dealer. I'm gonna take the 5% crit chance. I don't think either is great. Maybe Arms Dealer was better there, but I'm happy to see a free medium because I didn't have money anyway. Oh, hey, we have a build now? Yeah, that's substantially better. I've got the defense scaling on this. I've got the offense scaling on this. Speed set up correctly. That random medium item gave us the build. We are so much better off than we were a second ago. I don't know if this piggy bank is the right call, because if I don't find a money tree, it is just deleting gold. Oh, we definitely beat that. The Shard of Obsidian does scale a little bit, but I think our defensive offensive scaling should be good enough to get through it. It would be so much scarier if this were still at 4 seconds. The fact it's going off 1 second slower is very, very important. And yeah, we're ridiculous. Like after the first couple uses, the Yo-Yo's doing insane things. Very, very happy to have random into a Ganja. Thinking more on it though. It is kind of silly for me to have bought this piggy bank. I don't know, I think I'm just high off the Shiny Yo-Yo. And I'm like, yeah, we'll find a money tree. God's blessed this run. Obviously, it will find the money tree, when clearly I should not have bought the piggy bank. Anyway, I would like 2 more income. Yeah, so there's the issue, right? I've just deleted gold with this piggy bank. Because when I go to the store, I can't afford a money tray. Yeah, okay, I'll accept the mistake now. Laugh at me in the comments, make fun of me, I deserve it. Anyways. The bird is good with properties to speed up the Yo-Yo, but we're currently just waiting on the Ganjo anyway. I'm gonna take the Ganjo, obviously. It's the entire build right now. I don't think it makes sense to roll here, though. So much money did I waste? 1, 2, 3, 4 gold just deleted? It's fine. That happens in unfortunate runs all the time. Going after the Mosquito, though. Do I need Proboscis? Probably not. Do I want Proboscis? Honestly, probably not, but it's cool as hell, and I quite like the wing as well, because for a while, we're not going to have a diamond yo-yo, and the cooldown reduction on yo-yo will matter. Shiny yo-yo is very, very strong. You can see that it's doing gross things. I just need better support for it. Nothing's giving me that, but I do value wings and proboscis stupidly highly. Amber's not bad either. Now, do I take this CDR on the yo-yo knowing that someday it won't matter? I think so. If I go to Curio, I'm doing it for base damage on the yo-yo, but like, honestly, that's not unreasonable. Oh, knee brace. Yeah, I think knee brace is fine. And Fang is faster than Steam Ladle. That's the rest of my board then. Not really the damage buffs I was looking for. The Fang is highly questionable. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm still doing it.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the Bazaar.
50 max health versus 3 gold. That's 10% more health. That's really substantial right now. And we have to go Sharpening Stone or Tiny Fairy Monster. I'm going to go look for a skill. A lot of the time, this ends up being identical to or better. Well, this time it didn't. That's for sure. Do I skip that, or do I actually pick one of these? Because for Grandmaster purposes, I can't matter either of these matter. Critical Aid can matter with Restorative Enchant, which I'll be very happy to put on Yo-Yo, and there's plenty of stuff that benefits from that currently. Anyway, I'm taking the CDR. I'm taking the crit chance. I'm putting this in. I'm putting the Fang in. That's our board for day 2. Not sure I'm strong, to be honest with you. I am waiting on a Gondro, never really killing before 10 seconds, I think. That looks like it's a Shark Claws to me. Lang, a Cutlass, Shark Claws. Lang's not that big. No, 5% crit chance to auto lose. I think I'm probably favored here, barring really unlucky crits, right? Which I don't seem to be getting. Okay, I think we're probably okay. I'm scaling the bandages too, which is important. It looks like we're not quite gonna make. Never mind. Got the 5% crit on the highest point of scaling. Also, he ran out of ammo and everything, which is kind of important. But yeah, I was moments from dying, as you can see. Definitely want more and a better than just a silver Ganjo with my shiny yo-yo, but I do think the Fang was why we won that. We needed the 3-speed weapon. We have great income, so that's solid. Not much going on in the stash. Pilates is not bad if I find myself in a spot where I'm playing like 28-hour fitness, but I mean, it's not good either. I'm gonna take it. I just need to put shit on my board at the end of the day, but I'm not thrilled about it. Showcase, thank you for showing. I can't afford that ATM no matter what I do because it's at silver. Which is a shame. I'd really love to run the Showcase the ATM in like one more shield item. Anyway, I think that puts us in this position. And then at the end of the day, since Showcase is buffing the damage already, probably continue buffing the defenses with Ganjo. Not really sure. Steam Ladle's definitely never coming back now that we have the Showcase though. Which only gives me 6 gold unless I sell something I really don't want to. I could sell both of these to get the ATM. It's not good though, right? Like, even if I wanted to enable the shield half of Showcase, ATM's not the way you really want to do it. And it's all of my gold today. Like, I basically can't go to another store. I'm going to pass on that. I'm not happy about it, but I am. Kev's neat. I think I need to take Regen or chocolate bars, though. I have no money. I'm going to take chocolate bars, hope we can cash them in for extra. We should beat Aetherite, no problem. Obviously, I could, you know, remove the knee brace, but that's just a waste of time. Aetherite's not that tough. You have a scaling shiny yo-yo. There's no shot we're losing this. Rigged and Temple Expedition Ticker are both obviously great. As for the rest of it, good average gold values, especially since Aetherite has the most base gold.
Knew that would happen, didn't care.
Always click this fight, basically. I have such a hard time coming up with reasons to click anyone else. Barbed wire, you say? Well, they're all bronze, so I may as well sell the one that makes me stronger. B1, B2. Getting 2 upgrades, it's probably going to be knee brace and showcase, right? Yeah, there's really no argument for anything else. Give me the extra health.
They don't make these like they used to.
Then we get our guaranteed silver, and we take the showcase of silver as well, which is a lot more damage scaling.
Temper, sharpen,
and yeah, I'm happy to bring the bandages back in for their own scaling. Can't go economic seminar. There's a chance that Andy we can enable the shield half. Well, those are very cool items. I don't care about the marbles that much. Pen FT I actually do care about. I'm willing to buy that. Unfortunate. Showcase is a property, but I'm never going to get any good value scaling out of it, unfortunately. Bring this in, bring that out, bring this in, I guess. It is slower, so sure, Fang keeps its spot. I can sell some stuff and pick up this bonsai, which is going to make me 6 gold tomorrow. Well, 4. Potentially more. I'm not strong enough to put this on my board, am I? I might be. I don't think I'm quite there. I'm really torn. I don't want to sell the chocolate bars. I don't think they're going to matter. I think they're just 4 gold potentially being thrown away. I'm also really looking at buying the crystal bonsai. Sure. I'm going to take it. And we might actually run this and take the risk depending on what our opponent has on their board.
Excellent choice.
1 win. It looks like that was a day 1 win as well. They have more than I would think is missing for 1 prestige. Haladi's very suboptimal. It's not a great card. I'm not going to take the risk. I'm going to stop looking at it as risking losing the bonsai and start looking at it as risking losing the fight. Like, screw the bonsai, screw the gold. Think about the lost fight instead. That's much more important. You also have a yo-yo. A notably inferior yo-yo mind, but still. I think we're favored at least. Yeah, that Julian's not very large. We're fine.
Bring her about.
Just shiny yo-yo dot build. It's all we're doing, and it's working very well so far. How much damage did this do? I think I'd have been fine there. It dealt 60. Yeah, we could have run Crystal Bonsai and won that, but don't be results oriented. I'm glad I didn't. Anyways, that Haladi needs to go, or it needs to get upgraded very badly. It's not doing a lot right now. JJ's a fine shop, but he's up against guaranteed value. There's only 1 bad hit on Mountain Pass. That ain't it. And that means that we get to get even more value out of this Crystal Bonsai. And also, with only 9 gold, I can basically only go to 1 shop. So in addition to getting the more... Since I can't sell the Crystal Bonsai yet, I'm able to much more effectively go to that 1 shop, my 9 gold plus like the 2 gold I can liquidate in inventory. So I'm very, very happy to be able to get another fight here. Makes the Crystal Bonsai much better, obviously, but it also makes just managing the limited gold I have at 1 shop much easier as well. Before we even get to the extra gold we get from the fight. What are we up to? 18% crit, just sort of randomly, huh? Well, definitely gonna go to Sylvia, see if I can't upgrade this yo-yo. Well, that's still insane. Yeah, you can have a coin. I'll take Ring Kings and Gold Showcase. I think we're at the point where we no longer scale our defenses. And we'll obviously be getting rid of this soon. We have no gold left, so we're gonna leave now. But that was a massive upgrade to the build. We beat a Hexa, no problem, right? It sort of depends on what gets transformed. The build's obviously better like that. There's just no way for us to lose this. Even if they get the first transform on this, it's still gonna be going off way too late for it to kill me, right? And they're probably not getting the first transform on exactly the yo-yo. They did not. Although I do not know if this gains value properly when it gets transformed. Oh no, did I take the only fight where I can fail to get the value? No, we're good. It's startup combat. Is there a use for this? We'll sell it immediately and pretend we're gonna think about it, okay?
If you want grim and stoic, you came to the wrong Sphinxian. I believe in joy.
Left-handed, you say? Not really a way to use the Ganjo with that. And if we're using all weapons, it'll never be on the yo-yo properly. Gonna be honest, the Ganjo's not great anyway. It's much slower than the Ring Kings. I think it's about time we dropped the Ganjo in the first place. And that's what makes using left-handed on something where it actually matters a lot easier. Obviously, for now, we can't quite do it. We can still do this and get the left-handed on a fast weapon, though. I'm gonna take that. That's a lot more damage in the short term.
But I'll keep you as long as I can.
Wixel, what do you have for us? I don't think I'm gonna go to a lot of shops. Maybe I do care. The issue is that it's a 4 gold roll, but I have 14 gold I can liquidate here. The business card pays for itself eventually. I don't have a way to fill up my board right now. It's a problem. I could do this and fill up my board that way. not sell the crystal bonsai until tomorrow, maybe. That does seem genuinely better. Which means I can just toss this. We were never going to use it. Let's not pretend.
Even when I don't care.
Get the membership card. Oh, right. I'm supposed to be running a knee brace in my actual PvP fight. Well, it's easy to figure out who leaves for it, right? I do think this is better. The Halati is very, very bad. It's hitting for 150 now. It's a lot better than it was. That's like less than one use of the yo-yo by the time they're actually dead, though. I don't think I care. Do I want to roll? Yes. It's a lot of gold, but it's worth. Piggles Protectors, huh? They scale very well. But not convinced I care that much. I care just enough.
Fine, here's some gold.
I will take them. They're only bronze. They're pretty cheap. Should I be looking at this hat? Do I have a tool, a weapon, a property, and apparel? I've got the property. I've got the apparel in a roundabout way. Is this apparel? Kind of feels like it should be, but okay. Obviously, I have the weapon. I don't have the tool. This is 3 on 7 as opposed to 1 on 5. And it is pretty much the same scaling. If I had a third shield item, I would be all over it. If I could replace this thing with a tusked helm, I'd be so happy to buy apropos Chapeau. But without that item, I'm really struggling to enable the shield half. I'm 1 off. And I have to sell Crystal Bonsai to do it. That's the huge problem. I think this is what I'm doing today. I don't think I want to buy apropos Chapeau. I want to save that money, try to use it for something more important like Jabalian Drum or 28 Hour. This is not where I should be liquidating money to go to. So, took me way too long to get there, but we're done at the shop. Finn, you're wonderful. Glad to see you. There is a tiny argument to go to the other shop instead, though, because I can see Jabalian Drum, 28-hour fitness. I am so broke, I'm not going to do it.
You know, with all the fighting out there, you got to keep your strength up.
Also, 28-hour fitness doesn't even come close to working yet, so it's got to be like exactly Drum, and even then, it's not clearly better than a gold showcase that's early. Because Silver Drum is actually not that insane. It's only at gold when you have the haste getting out of control that it's really crazy broken. Tanky Anky. I'm not a fan of that. Trollosaur has 1 item destruction. We all know who he's coming for, too. It really will just come down to what Trollosaur feels like destroying, I think. Okay, we're fine. Man, this build would be so much better if I had 2 more shield items. At this point, I'm happy to get rid of the knee brace. I just need to find the shield items to do it. Like, we clearly have a way to get the showcase online if we just find the items that actually have shield values. Prospero sells economic items. I don't think that's saving me. I think I'm willing to go here. It's only a 4 gold roll. I think sponsored apparel or display case would actually be good here.
Homes for money. I suppose.
Damn it. So I get to make 4 gold back instantly on Pawn Shop, which will eventually pay for itself. Potentially opens a pivot into Pawn Shop, no less. Obviously, rewards card is just very good and free money. I'm going to pass on the Pawn Shop, take the rewards card, and roll.
Golden seed, my friend.
Another 8 gold ATM, huh? The money tree is going to generate enough gold to be worth it immediately. Like, it'll be break even if you only have it for 1 level up. So I do want to take the money tree. I literally can't without selling this. I was rolling because if I saw the items I actually wanted to be willing to break Crystal Bonsai. But if I don't see those items, I think I take heirlooms here, actually. And we just drop the Ganjo to get massive defensive scaling now. And in terms of the best possible speed, it's pretty much already there. And with the Ganjo gone, I still can't really afford it, right? I'd have to sell something I really don't want to sell from the stash. So fine, I'll be on my way. I've got enough gold income anyway. Crystal Bonsai will do the job. More chocolate bars, you say? I can also generate 3 gold by going to a store that I have no interest in. They could have a restorative yo-yo. Well, that would actually be a downgrade, so no, I hope they don't have that. Is 3 gold or 50 health worth more to me? With the knee brace, 3 gold for sure, right? Yeah.
You're not getting hurt on purpose just to come see me, are you?
Why would I care about the restorative enchant? I don't think I would. I think that doesn't mean anything to me. It's just a way to waste gold. The difference in 3 and 4 is pretty minor. It's going to enable my values regardless. And the heal value isn't being scaled by anything. That's bait. Nice try, Herma. Gonna sell the chocolate bars as soon as they get gold value because I just need to clear out my inventory. I'm gonna have to do it eventually.
I'd heal you for free, but no rent on this shop. Sheesh.
Kyver Commander, if you would like to give me... There was an argument going for Diamond Fang. I think getting a good enchant on something else, namely like Jabalian Drum or 28-hour Fitness, obviously, because, you know, we clearly can't enchant the yo-yo, but still, the temple gives you infinite gold and a great chance at some really broken items. I think it would be silly not to go for the temple. But Diamond Fang is so strong that maybe the 2 out of 11 for a Diamond Fang, or sorry, for shiny Diamond Fangs would be good enough. Yeah, make the yo-yo faster, why not? Another 10% health. Honestly, I'm broke enough that I don't think I care. And to reiterate why I'm lowering the cooldown on a yo-yo, I'm trying to get a gold yo-yo that is functionally a diamond yo-yo because it's going to be so long until I can expect to have a diamond yo-yo. I'm going to be stuck with this version for a long time. We are at minus 0.35. We want to be at minus 0.4 something, I think. I don't need the loot item, but I like the loot item. I'm taking the health. I've been pushing health. Let's keep doing it. Get a property, extra fight, or curio. Again, I have no haste, no slow, making curio a lot worse than they would normally be. Property is just cash. I'm going to try to get another fight. Not even a problem. That deals 3 damage to me, but it also gives me start of combat burn triggers, which can be very relevant. Health and shield items, you say. Why not? Yeah, nothing else to change. Let's go see what Kev's got. Oh, is that true? Yeah, we were set up correctly. Good. I'm going to sell these now. Start buffing up the value on Ganjo, I guess. Pig's Gym is not going to be happening, I think. I'm just not likely to buy that many weapons. I don't have that much cash to do it with. About 20, but still. Shielded Grindstone's right out. This is going to pay for itself in 2 days, so it seems weird not to buy it. And I will roll. There can be some very good stuff here. Oh. Well, all right, hold up. I don't care about the upgrade on Heirlooms or Pickles Protector. That's just a way to waste gold. But Shielded Sponsored Apparel is not nothing. I think I'm taking that. I think that's worth cracking the bonsai for. We would drop the Heirlooms and the brass knuckles, I guess. Going to sell the crystal bonsai and commit to this. Now, this is every time you use an item, shield equal to its value. We don't currently have room for PNFT if we're running the knee brace. I don't know how Showcase is going to interact with this. I would really hope it works exactly how I want it to, but I don't think it's going to. Because in the past, there have been items like this that didn't track, but Tanky Anki does benefit from buffs. So I'd assume, having come out after Tanky Anki, that it's going to track the buffs and be absolutely crazy. In which case, I don't need the PNFT. So I'm not going to run the PNFT today, and if I die because of it, because I'm misunderstanding the mechanic, then oh well. Also, do I want the value to be scaling? Well, it scales the value of all the junk in my inventory too, which is actually important. It means it's not just spending 8 gold, it's also generating 1, 2, 3. Well, okay, it's only generating 3, 4 gold that I can sell, but that means it's generating or it's spending 4 gold rather than 8. I need my poverty chocolate back, man. I'm gonna sell this ATM so that I can use its effect. All right. Gonna say 0 win Vanessa. I definitely want to keep the knee brace on then.
Are you sure?
Let's see how the scaling works on the shielded sports apparel. This is the whole reason. Wasn't expecting the shield enchant, but this item's the reason I was considering going to Prospero. That and its brother, the display case. That is the weirdest Zorkid positioning I have ever seen. What are we doing? Anyway,
does not defeat me.
It says 74. That would imply Showcase went off once and he's already dead. Let me check if that's correct. I was flabbergasted about this Zorkid positioning. Yeah, it seems like it's scaling exactly how you'd want it to scale, which is to say absolutely ludicrously. Oh my, this is not okay. It's day 5. I already have 2 of the best enchants in the game, it feels like. Okay, so like if I found a large item at this point, is it even good? Like if I found Drum, then we would just be dealing with the base value and not buffing it. We would have to find 28-hour fitness, right? 28-hour fitness is very good, but also chocolate bars are just 5 gold because we're going to buff the values of them. Yeah, it's hard to argue with 5 gold chocolate bars. I'm gonna go do that. That seems really, really good. What am I getting from economic items now? Well, if nothing else, I'm buffing the values in my stash, right? Gonna bring this in during the fight just to see how it performs. Yeah, I'll take the gold bust from going to Prospero.
Ah, Mr. Pygmalion.
That's +1 income.
That same investment.
I'm going to sell the ganja I've been value buffing and buy the ATM. Very normal econ values here. I could give up 6 gold to sell the shipment and see what's inside. If it's another yo-yo, we go to the moon. I know I'm just wasting gold on it though. That's the thing. I only have 8 gold after this goes off. Well, I'm gonna get a lot of it back, but still. I'm not gonna gamble on that, and I'm not gonna roll. I think my gold's more valuable than this. We're gonna keep pushing for that ticket though.
Do not let it take.
1500 health. Let's see how long this thing survives and how much shield we get in that time, because it's not dealing any damage to me. So its value does keep resetting to 0. Ah, it's resetting back to its buffed value after each item use. So now it's gonna start resetting to 140. Okay, yeah, it does track how I thought it was. So in the, this has no haste. In the 15 seconds we took to kill it, we generated how much shield? 3.8k here, 300 here, 4,000, double my health in 15 seconds. Yeah, okay. Sign me up. So I sell this one and I get the better one that's worth less gold. Done. Sylvia? No, you're not Sylvia. Argenta, what do you have for me?
Someday we'll teach each other.
Do I care about defense grid? I don't think I do. Strength's not a big deal, but it does add a good chunk of damage. I'm still just gonna take it.
I hope we can do this again.
All right, Kina, our board is positioned correctly, I guess. Sounds like my membership card just upgraded. Use a property, which is showcase. You know, I think that's better than Pin FT currently. Why should I care about value scaling it with Pin FT when instead I could just use the thing that immediately gives 35 shield to all of my items effectively? I am gonna hold on to that Pin FT for a hot second, but keychain seems like the way to go. These are most certainly not the way to go. I need 2 more gold, unfortunately, so I will have to sell something before my fight. Unless I get a gold event as my last thing. Regen, temp boost, Barcoon. No, Barcoon, you're buying it for extra cash, but it's already getting extra cash for being held. So I'm going to go to Barcoon and sell 1 chocolate bar, I think. You can also sell good items I'd be interested in buying. That's possible. Not on the first page, and I don't think I want to go to the second page. I could sell the ATM. It really doesn't matter if he's giving me the extra cash because I'm losing 1 cash on whatever I sell anyway, right? I think I do roll. If I were to see like 28-hour fitness, it would be way better than the showcase. And if I just sell the ATM, I get back up to 8. So yeah, I'm gonna roll. No 28-hour fitness. Womp womp. That's fine though. I feel very strong, but my opponent is very nearly undefeated. They did lose on like day 4 or something though. I wonder if I should be dropping the knee brace at this point.
Go ahead.
I think it's still fine. I think I'm still stupid strong. Laying, crow's nest, guaranteed crit for 1k. Sure, that's fine. Not worried about that. I will 100% live the first and second hits no matter what. So I can't imagine he's gonna do enough. Yeah, it's also just flat 8 seconds, so we're out shielding it anyway. It's kind of gross, actually. Yeah, the life still kept him alive for a while, but we're ending this at 5,000 health.
Another round.
Sandstorm's not even, the rope's not down, right? Like, we had more than 10 seconds left after getting that much shield and that much damage done. That's kind of gross. One of the better day 6 builds I've had. Not matching into any insane max though, so that's part of why we're doing so well. Every shop has value. Let's put this back in like we were supposed to previously. Economic items can upgrade the shielded sponsored apparel. I think that just lowers the amount of gold it's eating, but that's still nice. But like spending 8 gold to eat 2 gold less it'll pay for itself eventually. It can upgrade my rankings. I like the experience though. Like I haven't been able to push experience at all. I would really like to be 10 on 8s. And I'm currently nowhere near that pace. I've gotten like 1 extra fight. I think clicking the study actually matters a lot. Same with clicking this fight. We should beat Ghost Pepper, absolutely no problem.
I am Ghost Pepper. Are you ready?
There was an argument to going to Ayla, looking for exactly the yo-yo upgrade, but I really highly value free fights. I think it was really, really close in either direction. Because like if I don't get the yo-yo, I'm just missing a 50% shot at a free fight for basically nothing. Also, yeah, Ghost Pepper is not even close. I was worried his regen would make the fight go on for a really long time, but we actually just crushed through him, no problem. And we are massively out-shielding what he's doing. Also, I think it's late enough in the game that I want to stop using the knee brace. I've gotten a ton of value out of it. It's been great, glad to have run it, but I think we're past the point where we're here anymore. I shield every time I do anything. Shield skills should be insane. When you shield, your weapons gain 3 damage. That's the one I was looking for taking that one. So I'm leveling up to 9 today no matter what I do, 10 tomorrow. We got the experience push with that mountain pass, so I can go thug here and look for bonk, which seems like the thing to do. All right, sign me up. Obviously, we're already insane, but if we could just get bonk on top, that would be great. Alternatively, I will take 40 gold, thank you. So now our damage scaling should happen much faster than it was previously, because we have the keychain speeding up the showcase, and we have every time you do anything, increase the damage of your weapons by 3. I think we're just monstrously strong for 7. Oh, okay, we're going 10. I was thinking the other day on that almost diamond with Vanessa run, you know, it's been a long time since I had a diamond win on anything. I guess it's finally time to get one, huh? Let's see if Barcoon can help us out.
Small things remind me of seeds.
Nothing on page 1.
Home.
Bootstraps. Well, I guess I'll part with one of my 7 gold chocolate bars then. I think the bootstraps are absolutely going to be worth it. I do need to find something to upgrade them to gold, but then it'll get everything else up eventually. That does give me an incentive to drop the Fang for something else. It's just sort of a fast weapon right now. I can cash in these 5 items and get 5 new items to start stacking value on. That gives me a lot more liquid cash. Alternatively, I can just get 4 gold. So that's down 6 gold anyway. Finally selling them. I don't know why this is highlighting the sponsored apparel. I think every item highlights sponsored apparel because it says when you use an item. Yeah, that's what's happening. Anyway, let's cash that in, get the spare change, start stacking value on it, I guess. Grand Master for sharp corners would be insane. Alternatively, I can just go to JJ. I'm happy to go to Grand Master, actually. Sharp corners is very, very good. All right, character's looking cracked at this point. Reminder that we just have a random 1 in 5 crit chance. It is a 1-win Mac with his death enchant. I'm actually kind of spooked by that, because Mac is very frequently a poison build that does not care about our 6 shield. This is not a poison build. It's a Palanquin build. That's hype. He's just playing like a relatively bare pile of weapons Palanquin, and it's completely falling apart and doing nothing apparently. Well, that part's unfortunate. Yeah, this is... Yeah, the 48 poison Venom is really cool. I'll give it that. But yeah, that doesn't work at all, apparently. It makes me sad that it doesn't work at all, so I'm not going to look at it anymore. I want Palanquin to just be a playable card, but it's so niche when it feels like it's just generically good the first time you read it. Setup is correct for value scaling a coin. Let's go to JJ.
A friend. I mean,
My bootstraps are only at silver. I at some point do want to drop my Fang for something of a higher tier. Yeah, that's 2 gold every fight. It's worth it.
Do you have to leave already?
As for the pepper spray, slow your opponent's whole board for 2 seconds is kind of nice, but I just don't care. Like, the Fang is much better as an item. I don't want to drop it for that. Give me an ice luge or something. Make me believe. I don't know why I keep checking my inventory. I'm just playing Pig, so I open my inventory randomly all the time. I don't freeze, and I don't need Pen FT. Pen FT is essentially every time I do anything, increase the shield value of every item I own by 8, which is a lot. And it removes the bronze Fang from my board, which is important because it means that I won't have to worry about the bootstraps upgrading it. I am going to upgrade the Pen FT. And I'm going to roll. Oh my. All right.
Moving up in the world.
Oh, was that enough to trigger it exactly? Well, the Fang got upgraded then. That's really unfortunate. I didn't realize I spent that much gold. Yeah, that's worst case scenario because that's the item I'm trying to throw away for Penft. Consider it generating gold. It's fine. The fact we have it at all is ridiculous. That also means if we find a, what's their name, Sterling, we can just use them immediately. Oasis Guardian, I have nothing I care about from these other two, so I'll go for a chance at big base regen. So, how much shield are we doing? Like, how much does Penft really feel like it's impacting this? Every time it's going off, which is every 3 seconds, it's 4 more value, which is 8 more shield. It's gonna be hard to notice the difference if I'm being honest with you. There's just, there's so many shield triggers amounting to such massive numbers that it's hard to really keep track. I do wonder if keychains, it's gotta be right. Like, if I have this, then keychain has to be right, even though it's moderately slow. So checking recap, yeah, that's about right. Oh, also, the positioning is wrong now. Because the reason Fang's been on the right side is I didn't want to break left-handed on the yo-yo. Sorry, Fang. So normally as a run enters into the late game, I don't have to think about Showcase anymore because it gets replaced. If, like me, you just spent that fight thinking, oh, of course he's living forever, he has 120 regen. Wow, look at these shield values, they're nuts. You may have failed to notice that despite dealing over 3,000 damage with that yo-yo, the Showcase is no longer scaling damage. This mistake will persist for a while. It's very important that I sell all of these coins before I actually trigger anything. Mid's worth, I'm at exactly 0.
I pay well for mid-sized things.
Don't want any of that.
Size things.
Oh. Well, okay then.
To exploit you.
Speedrunner between Penft shiny yo-yo, huh? All right. Bet. Second verse, same as the first. It's so funny. Apparently, I just don't think about Showcase positioning after day 5, because every time I've ever played Showcase before, it leaves the board. I've never been in this situation. So eventually I'll get slapped for this and we'll fix the board, but it's very funny to look back on. So every time the yo-yo goes off, it charges this down 2 seconds, meaning it's 1 second faster than Penft. And Penft is going to trigger it as well, so even before we acknowledge that the yo-yo is going off way more than once per cycle, it's already the same speed. That seems good. That seems very good. And it's going to be charging one of my scaling, a weapon, or my defenses. It cannot miss. This all seems very strong. 12 gold spent. Heal enchant, you say? So I can upgrade the bootstraps with heal. It's actually fine right now. Because if I upgrade the bootstraps with heal, it can only hit Penft and Piggles. The issue is if I do that, then once it goes to diamond, which it presumably will at some point, it will be threatening to... Okay, having a heal sponsored apparel wouldn't be a problem. Having the heal yo-yo would be tremendously worse, I think. Definitely not taking Radiant. That's obviously bad. I'm just trying to figure out what the Tranquil Spring use is. Because I can use it on my bootstraps now and it's fine. And then as long as I'm able to upgrade my yo-yo before my bootstraps to diamond, it's still fine. I'm going to take the relatively minor risk here and heal enchant the bootstraps. It's not a big upgrade right now to heal enchant anything. And I have to specifically find a gold bootstraps before a gold yo-yo, which is way harder to find in a general sense. Anyway, let's go to Prospero and find him immediately, I guess. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad.
I see the gold gleam in your eye.
I don't think I care about the nerfed ledger. Its value's not that high. It's only at silver. Gonna roll past it. No keychains. This does generate econ, which I quite like. I need to sell this just to be able to activate my esports apparel. This is 8 gold, so if I bought it, I would need to buy another item. What I can do is I can sell this spare change. I can buy the hatchet.
I don't succeed unless my clients succeed.
Then I can sell the hatchet. No, that's not enough, actually. What am I talking about? I need an empty spot anyway for the Piggles. Losing my mind over here. So I'm just gonna sell the hatchet back, pretend we made no mistakes. I could have put that on something else for 2 shield value. Honestly, I value the money higher. Take the premium Piggles. We are going to be buffing the value on something else. And now we are good. We have exactly 8 gold, which is the amount we needed to have. I don't know if I'm like completely broken for day 8. I have Bonk. Of course I'm completely broken. Oh man, Bonk is just one hell of a skill. Bonk is just so far from okay, man. Toxic Space Scraper. Along with random Huge Silk. I can block the Crusher Claw, no problem. I'm a little bit worried about the 50 scaling poison value. The Crusher Claw crit, and we really didn't do much in the way of generating shield before then, so I guess we're gonna lose. Why does my shield value feel apocalyptically bad? I don't have enough shield items. Oh no, I've killed myself. Yeah, that'll do it. There's how you throw. It's fine. We 100% win that if I don't fuck that up. I just didn't remember that I had to meet certain criteria for my showcase. It's fine. We'll find another one. Let's go get our bandages back.
You have a crush on me. I love everyone.
Do I have to buy the Pickles launcher in case I get unlucky? We're also not scaling the damage to anything other than our shield value. We almost beat that. That's wild how overpowered we were then. I wonder how long I was getting by on just damage scaling from sharp corners without realizing it. Someone's been screaming for a while. If we need exactly Tusk Helm, the Pickles launcher is probably what we need. So we're gonna toss 2 of these, grab the Pickles launcher and figure it out.
Almost die every day.
So the only thing my speedrunner can charge here is Ring King Gauntlets, which honestly seems fine. Because that means it's speeding up the yo-yo, which is the build. Obviously, we have lost our keychain here, and we can't put it back in. So you can sit on the sidelines for now, unfortunately. Pit FT is probably never happening now that we realize, you know, Showcase has rules. We never upgraded out of Showcase, so I stopped thinking about Showcase because it's not a late game item, but we absolutely shouldn't have. A poll. Do you have a 28-hour fitness for me? No? Understandable. We just triggered this and upgraded a coin because we're not worrying about the bootstraps right now. Yeah, I did panic because of other things. It's fine. You don't need your gold and restorative bootstraps to do anything. It's not important.
In and out, here and there, so rushed, so confused.
Lifesteal and everything, huh? Sign me up.
Don't mistake me for those creepy.
I can also upgrade strength or just get a small quantity of gold. So now that everything's actually scaling when I use my showcase, that should help the build a lot. The loss of keychain's pretty bad. It might actually be better to run the keychain than the speedrunner.
Who trained you?
The damage scaling's very good, but I would really appreciate to get the shield scaling back. Toss the bad coin, pick up the holsters. Go to Goldie. I'm not 100% sure what I'm looking for.
Oh, you know.
Loop is obviously good in a general sense. Oh, I have tons of money. That's good to say. Toss this because it's not at gold yet. Going to grab the loop
Finally,
and roll.
someone with taste.
Oh, hey, bad blockers. Nice. I'm obviously selling this coin and grabbing the bad blockers. We'll figure out why it's good in a second.
Decision, my
It's very awkward you trying to run sponsored apparel and showcase and 3 and 3. I'm gonna go shield skills again, I think. Yep, definitely.
I'll just keep training
Shield reduced by 5%, huh? Honestly, that's not terrible with how fast and how critty the yo-yo is, but I think it's the wrong call. I'll show you what I can and can't afford. I'm never running this holster. It's just not going to happen. So I'll sell that now and roll. I'll just take it to diamond, sure. The other two aren't really much in the way of competition. We're not going to be going to Prospero, so our last action is going to be a fight. What's our board's best setup then? Bad blocker at 5x multicast after the showcase goes off seems very, very good. So I have to run one of Pickles Protectors or Bad Blocker, and I'm hard pressed to say that I think Pickles Protector is the better card. So Pickles Protectors are probably out. I think Speedrunner should end up being faster than Ring King Gauntlets. So I can use Pickles Launcher and Yo-Yo on either side of Speedrunner, Speedrunner and Bad Blocker on either side of Yo-Yo, and the only targets for Speedrunner are Bad Blocker, which is a ton of shield and Yo-Yo procs, or unfortunately Ring Kings, which are fine. They're a lot of damage. I would love to be running Keychain, which I can run inside of the Speedrunner. And if I did, it gives me a lot of guaranteed scaling when this goes off the second time at 9 seconds, especially in terms of defenses. And while the yo-yo is going to be a lot slower like this, it will scale a little bit more. I think on the whole, this ends up being worse. I think I prefer just how fast the yo-yo is with the other setup, because the yo-yo going off is itself a form of shield scaling because it's triggering the shield more often, right? And I think bad blockers at 5 activations, it's faster than Piggle's Protectors doing the same thing with better scaling timings. And tomorrow, I can start thinking about how to position my rewards card to get this bad blocker online. The answer is just put it on both of these once, I think. Anyways, we're going to go into Epic Battle and push experience. Oh, hey, it's Yardan. We actually care about this guy's loot for once. Maybe. I think his gaming stuff is not my gaming stuff. Relax Bro is all right. Right-handed isn't bad. Oh, he has Tournament Arena Piggle's board. He's been reworked a lot since the last time I fought him, because I fought him last before the gaming set came out. Back when he had Obsidian shorts.
Cooking.
Yeah, if you want to give me a Diamond Yo-Yo, a Piggle's board, or a Tournament Arena, I'm very happy for it. Oh. I can't be that disappointed. It's actually a good skill, but compared to the biggest hits there, that is a huge miss. It is a dead pig, but I think I'm actually strong this time, and I haven't actively self-sabotaged by turning off both halves of my showcase. 28-hour fitness with multiple double-purpose items. That's going to be very scary. I've done a lot to scale myself, but he has diamond shiny fangs. He has full scaling on a bad blocker. I don't know that I can survive this. I can, and I can kill him before it even really starts going off as well, because this had just started resolving and he was already dead. So that was fast then. That was unreasonably fast. 13 activations on my yo-yo before he got to 4 on his. Admittedly, mine is shiny, so let's call it before he got to 8. Still almost double the speed, even though his were shiny. Yeah, that's rock solid. And he got through more of this than I thought he did. He got 4 of its activations off. This not being adjacent to the yo-yo, I can see why you're dead. Position your board better. I'm not one to talk. Don't look at what I did yesterday. But look, we all make mistakes sometimes. That's the moral of the story. What's Grandmaster doing for me? And what are we at here? We're at 40 gold. I have 2 items on the board that would both appreciate restorative enchants on, so I think I should sell this before I spend any gold. Yeah, I'm going to drop the Piggle's Protectors now. I can't imagine them coming back in. That's not entirely true. Like if I found... Oh, right. I want to be upgrading the value on my items. Let's start with the bad blocker itself, because if bad blocker's on my board, that's the reason to care. It will always be important to have that value upgraded. None of my skills actually feel very good. I'm going to go to Kina instead. Sure. Man, I hope I did my stash correctly for once. Evidently not. What did I even upgrade then? The reward card. That's okay. We weren't getting rid of the reward card. They need to be above 10 as well. Ah, man, that's gross. Well, let's roll and see what's on the next page. I'm not going to be burning money here. This forces it on to Piggle's Launcher. I actually quite like that. I don't care about restorative speedrunner at all. I'm happy to pick up a signet ring. I'm out of money. Gross. Gonna have to sell the pin up to. Grab this. I've got enough cash to trigger my effect. All right, we're going to another store just to bump value. Oh man, it feels bad just going to a store because I need to increase the value of my item, but it's what we're doing.
What can I get you?
I'll still have 12 gold after a roll, so I'm happy to roll. And that is the exactly nothing that I expected. After I spend 28 more gold, I get restorative enchant on Piggle's Launcher, but it doesn't track its damage value or anything, so it's not going to be very good. Yeah, that's true. No reason to rush about it, I guess. It's funny that I feel broke while I have the 57 gold membership card. I can't really imagine losing to Volcus Enforcer, and with no large items for Juggler. I think we obviously come here for Cryo Mastery. That is probably the best thing for the random freeze to land on, to be honest with you. Yeah, we just do so much shield that it's impossible to think he's gonna kill me. Also, he almost died before the cryosphere even triggered, so yeah. That seems really good. This would have been a diamond victory were it not for my own throw. We definitely beat Subscraper Guy. It's kind of wild that we almost did it with my showcase entirely turned off. 5 gold tier spirit change, huh? I don't know if I actually care about that. I don't. I'm taking my loot item. Oh, you don't say. That's pretty good. We want to buff the value on this. We want to increase the crit value on the yo-yo. Andy, help us out.
have to ask the price. You can't afford it.
That is up to 7 multicast now. We are going to try to get this one the rest of the way, but it's going to come up a little bit short, unfortunately. Anyway, I'll take a signet ring.
I think that suits you beautifully.
Is there a point in rolling? Yeah, it's called yo-yo. I can sell something and then buy this and force the upgrade. I think that's the right play. Sorry, Premium Pickles, you have definitely paid for yourself.
Now that's quality.
We no longer need to buff your value because we forced the upgrade. Right, we didn't need to do that in the first place then. Okay, you know, it heals for 30 more now. Sick enchant. Look, theoretically, this could have done something useful. This wouldn't have a heal enchant if I hadn't done it, so I mean, it technically did something. Yeah, we go to the extra fight for sure. I think we beat that guy, barring worst case RNG. If he gets yo-yo first hit, I might lose. He's pretty slow. He takes 8 seconds to start. No disruption before 8 seconds, I mean. We might kill him in 8. No, there's no shot. He did not get the yo-yo or the apparel, which are the things I were really worried about. Okay, so it takes us about 8 seconds to really pop off, and then it's kind of disgusting.
What you're fighting for.
Interesting. Definitely interesting.
That's giving up the
And that gets us our diamond upgrade today, which, like, you know where it's going. We all know where it's going.
Feel the difference?
It would be such a fun run to end right now with, like, the cleanest diamond victory of all time, but, you know, sometimes you throw. Happens to the best of us. Also happens to me, because I'm not the best of us. I am not as experienced in the game as I would like to be, and it definitely shows sometimes. Power Drill Obsidian Core Crude Tools is definitely scary. He has rigged as well, so that's going to be a lot, but I think we should be able to shield through and survive. There's not that much disruption. Yeah. I don't even know if he dealt enough damage to kill me flat out, but he definitely isn't more explosive than I am. That's a very good build, but let me do a quick check. Yeah, it actually just wasn't anywhere close to killing me. He had a couple of really weak cards, like the Power Sander and the Uzi that's just speeding up a core and a drill build, which is not really good enough for an item slot. He's down a metronome for being something truly monstrous, and also I'm up 3,000 health on him, which is not a small amount. All right, let's get out of here on our honorary diamond victory on day 11. Is there anything I care about specifically here? Getting a diamond keychain and replacing the Pickles launcher with a boar tusk helmet would actually be a notable improvement to the build.
Hi, I'm Quixel, Master Merchant.
Don't care about that. There's an argument to caring about Spiky Shield, to be honest with you. It's so sad. It upgrades so badly. I mean, I'll take it.
I only sell things so I can buy things.
Like, I've got cash. I can afford to sell things when I need stuff, but what a sad upgrade.
You've just taken the first
Don't
step
much care for normal
toward
Pickles. We can have this. What do I sell next? Probably the membership card, to be honest with you. Oh. Oh my. I forgot you existed because you simply haven't been here. So now, the Wrist Warrior is not a toy, unfortunately. So, unfortunately, Speedrunner can charge Wrist Warrior. It sure feels like a toy to me. Tamagotchi looking ass. But all the same, shielded sponsored apparel is going to be triggering this non-stop. It's much better. And at least this buffing the shield scaling isn't bad. And the only things that can hit are the shield scaling or far superiorly the bad blocker itself. If I could force this last item into a toy, you know, like Pickles Protector, we might be cooking more. There's marbles right here, right? If I force Speedrunner to only hit bad blocker, isn't the build much better? This is a lot of scaling damage, man. Wrist Warrior is obviously really, really good here. But this is actually an infinite, I think, if I make my last item a toy. Oh, wait, no. It'll never be that way. It'll never be that way because we have the showcase. We can never guarantee it. It's just going to be fast. Because it can't be guaranteed, I want to keep Wrist Warrior. Okay. The difference in losing 50% of the charges or 2/3 isn't really huge to me. Either way, it's not infinite. It's just fast. We keep the Wrist Warrior then. Alternatively, we could drop Showcase and try to get 2 more toys. And that would allow us to make the infinite. And we would have so much damage scaling from sharp corners, it would just kill our opponents. That seems unlikely. We'd basically just need to drop this for 28-hour fitness, right? Drop Wrist Warrior, drop Showcase, run 28-hour, boom, problem solved, build complete. But Barring finding specifically 28 hour, I don't think we can do it. Anyway, it turns out this is why we've been saving the truffles. We're about to go into a fight. It's free money to not sell it, so I won't do that just yet. Can't quite make the infinite, but we are still stupidly strong. 4% CDR versus 1 experience. 3, 4, 5 is enough to level up. Today we go Lord of the Waste. A pendulum would certainly be funny. Oh, hey, this is actually better now for left-handed. Neat.
Return to the bazaar.
Yeah, that was fast. We were barely resolving the first bad blocker use when he died. It's kind of hard to check how infinite we are when people don't live long enough. Okay, now that that's on the value upgrade, we can upgrade the value here. We still need 1 more, so we'll bring that into stash. We'll sell the energy potion pretty much right away. It is way too slow for what I'm doing. Do I care about the fight? I'm supposed to care about the fight. Property Baron, what do you do? What can I benefit from? Actually, your items have double value in combat does matter a little bit. Yeah, we're like not that tough until bad blocker goes off, and then it's completely ridiculous.
You're quite a negotiator. We should partner up.
Come on. Cool. That's like marginal shield buffs to everything. Diamond tier skills.
You know you are the best. It's not humility.
Plus damage equal to their value, huh? Double their value even. 22 and 80. I mean, it's not even that bad. Also, in terms of positioning, don't I have this backwards? I'd rather it be like this. Give the yo-yo and the wrist warrior the damage buffs. This is still between the 2 toys. This is still between my 2 fastest items. All my positioning buffs are correct. 22 damage every time I use an item. 62 damage every internal cooldown off the yo-yo. Boar market feels like kind of a superfluous amount of damage, to be honest with you. It's obviously improving the board, don't get me wrong. I kind of want to just roll and believe I can do better, which I'm going to do. When you overheal, gain 15 regen for the fight. I prefer Electrified Hole. Get me started faster. And I do need a little bit more value on something, don't I? I thought I did. Everything appears to be over 10. Oh, I got the extra fight, which pushed this from 10 to 11. That's what it was. Spices are funny, but they go off at 9 seconds and my opponent starts dying at 8. I just feel like they don't make any sense. Also, I'd have to cut specifically and only speedrunner for them, which can't be right. It doesn't look like Grandmaster's doing much for me, so I'm going to go to JJ.
People first, profit 10.
Nothing. Oh, hey. I kind of do much better than that already. No, thank you. Well, no reason to sell anything. Let's just go to our final fight. I have to assume it's our final fight. We feel completely cracked. It is another very high level pig.
You do see these tusks.
I could get blown out by pig high rolls. That's true at every phase of the game. Deadly Pigs Gym. Your weapons have 100% crit chance, 5.1 second cooldown. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't think I do enough shield to survive that. Yeah. Actually, I came damn close. It was only because his yo-yo was poisonous. Dude, that's so unlucky. You match into the one guy playing Caltrops? Come on. I don't think we've thrown yet. I still think we're pretty damn likely to win. Is 28-hour fitness a massive improvement to the build? I'll be dropping this and the wrist warrior and going infinite. It's a massive improvement to the build. Nope. Nothing. Infinite cash basically has so much I can liquefy and nothing I need it for. A heavy enchant. Yeah, I can't really argue with that one. I would like to slow every time I use an item, please. Nothing I need from the other 2, so we push experience. Should I be increasing the value of my yo-yo so that it can shield for marginally more? It's hard to say. I don't need gold, so I guess the answer is yes.
I've come too far to let you stop me.
Spices isn't happening. Bring this in because I should be increasing the value on Yo-Yo if I don't need gold. Gonna take my loot item. 3 regens, not nothing, but this late in the game it sure feels like nothing. All right, we have Andy or 3 experience. 3 experience levels me up, so I'm going to go 3 experience. What's this bug where it just doesn't show the experience you gain sometimes? All right, experience sorted. Last hour of the game, just go to Pearl and dump it all. I'm okay with that. Sure.
Yataria?
What would I even want?
Where shall we start?
If I don't want an ice luge, what could I possibly be looking for? Well, that one's good too. Hold up though. The issue is this is all sort of an adjacency sandwich. Fiber optics really just doesn't do anything here. I'm obviously not dropping my left or rightmost items. They're kind of the core parts of the build. Bad blocker is the thing I want to speed up. Yo-Yo is the thing that I'm built entirely around and want to play with. Speedrunner is really the only droppable card. It's already charging other items to begin with. Like what you would have to do is flip the build, drop the Wrist Warrior, and use the Yo-Yo, or sorry, the Bad Blocker to charge Fiber Optics into Showcase, which is fine. If I didn't have the Speedrunner, I might even be excited about it. The thing is, I have the Speedrunner, I have the Wrist Warrior, and I don't think Fiber Optics makes any sense here. I really don't. Gonna move past. Hamlet's obviously pretty good in this circumstance. If there is a tomorrow, we try to find another shield item and run but it's making the Speedrunner worse. And he's already fast as hell. We don't need him. I'm probably just burning all my gold looking for CDR. I can't imagine there's many things here that I'm going to care about. Diamond Palanquin's certainly cool as hell though. Gonna have to pass though. Like, I just don't care. I don't have the room for it. Wait though, hold up. So Toxic Wrist Warrior is unplayable, right? Like maybe you put it next to the Bad Blocker and it scales a little bit over the Speedrunner. It's obviously very cool, don't get me wrong. After 8 seconds, we activate Shurikens and Bad Blockers and the Yo-Yo goes off until my opponent dies. And we just don't run Speedrunner. I don't like that. It makes the build have no longevity for no reason. I really do think I'm just out here spending all my gold, looking for basically exactly CDR. Right, there's no bullshit enchanted gumballs anymore, I'd forgotten. At this point, I'm just gonna take anything massive and valuable. Which is basically a surefire way to guarantee that I'm not gonna see anything massive and valuable. Yeah, I'm out.
Hey,
there might be a tomorrow, in which case I'll need money for tomorrow. I think I just upgrade the Speedrunner here.
well, good luck then.
That's just a lot more charging.
That's some masking craft.
And there's no reason to sell anything in my inventory. Hilariously, I'm still stupid rich after spending like over 100 gold at Pearl. Okay, let's see how it goes. I still feel very, very strong, but obviously anything that takes like 6 seconds to really start popping off is a lot less powerful in the late game. It's got Diamond Neophiliac. Heavy 28-hour fitness, so I will be permanently slowed, just like him. He has shielded Yo-Yo, Obsidian. It doesn't look like an infinite heirloom. I think I should win. I think I should crush this. Yeah. I was like, wait a second. This all looks like it's generically good. Don't get me wrong. You have shielded Yo-Yo, 28-hour fitness, and an Obsidian shield item. That's great. You have a Pickles launcher. Nothing here is looping. There's no charge-based shenanigans happening. He just has a turbo Pickles launcher and a heavy fitness, which is like slowing his opponent a lot, speeding him up a lot, but it's not a loop. It's like we check how fast the boards are, and there is a rather tremendous difference. Also, we're both permanently slowing our opponent. Like, this is 17 slows. Let's get a rewatch of that because I haven't really gotten to pay attention to the Heavy Wrist Warrior in this run. But it's absolutely ludicrous. Every item activation. And this actually does end up mattering in the end game, doesn't it? Because at 3.6, I get to have this thing triggered twice, getting basically a 4-second speedrunner. And that's giving me a lot of acceleration slightly earlier, half a second earlier, basically, than it otherwise would have been, getting these slows on my opponent faster. This is actually a really, really strong build. This would have been Diamond Victory had I not thrown on like day 8 and just like completely disabled my showcase. It's sort of hilarious. I think half of it had been disabled for several days and I just hadn't noticed. But yeah, you start with a shiny Yo-Yo, you do shiny Yo-Yo things, you win the run. Let's not forget that Bonk is also here. Also, at the start of this, when the yo-yo is going off twice and triggering shield twice, it's triggering charge 2 items 1 second, in addition to getting the speedrunner to go off and charge either the wrist warrior, which does kind of suck, or much more importantly, the bad blocker, because getting a 3-second head start on bad blocker is huge. I'd say most of my skills are good. Like, obviously, Diamond Sharp Corners, Diamond Bonk are both completely insane. Valley Fever doesn't do anything. The small amounts of crit chance from Keen Eye and Deadly Eye aren't doing much. Same with Critical Aid on only restored Piggles Launcher. Strength left and right hand are all fine, not doing a ton. Master Salesman gives double value, which is like a not insubstantial amount of shield at this point off of the shielded sponsored apparel, but not nothing crazy. It's mostly just these two doing insane amounts of work. Sharp Corners is giving me way more damage scaling than the Showcase does. The Showcase is only here for defensive scaling, really. It's why I didn't notice that I had broken the weapon half of it for so long. And Bonk is just absolutely nutty. Shiny Yo-Yo is probably one of the best starts in the game. You can't really hope to do much better than that. Piggles Launcher is obviously at its best with a shiny Yo-Yo. Wrist Warrior, one of the best things to pair it with is a passive shield trigger. There are a lot of ways to get it, but Sponsored Apparel is one of the best ones. I don't know if it's the best one, but it's certainly one of the best. One of the ones that doesn't require a shield enchant to really pop off. Like, obviously, a shielded drum or a shielded fitness is insane, but this is another way to turn every item on your board effectively into adjacent shield to Wrist Warrior, which is insane. And Speedrunner's just a great card. It hasn't been shown much on my channel. I haven't gotten to play a whole lot of toys in these videos. But yeah, this is just a really solid build. I don't know if it would have gone 10 without the shiny Yo-Yo, but I might not have played this without the shiny Yo-Yo. Who knows where we would have found up. Anyway, this is why Enchanted starts good on Pig. You get any sort of Yo-Yo, any sort of Matchbox, several different kinds of Steam Ladles, any sort of Piggles or Premium Piggles. There's just enough items where virtually any Enchanted start with that item is good enough. And you don't need income start at all in Pig. You'll be fabulously rich as long as you go to Jungle Ruins and take the income and make reasonable decisions in your early game without the income start. Anyways, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.